Tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock.
I said start the show.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, really. I know. Effing YouTube. Come on. It's just so exciting.
Always.
All
Always a
right,
thrill.
ladies. Do you want to? Hey, can you like, lady? Come on, lady.
We're all ladies here
Yeah, well, exactly.
at the Ladyland.
Ben's a grand lady. He's the grandest lady of all of us
I
on
am the
this.
old lady today.
The grand dame of the evening.
Lord.
After you, Lady Liberty.
Ah, yes. You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hello, everyone. It is, oh, wait, did I say everyone? I meant everybody. It's Liberty. How you doing tonight?
We be doing good, Miss Liberty.
Mm-hmm. Be
Y'all,
looking
it's
good,
just
too.
been, ooh, okay. Listen, y'all, it's just been hot. It's hot. It's been hot. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
It is
Uh,
what it is.
And hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Yes, indeed, it has been burning up lately. Welcome to MLVC, your counter programming to tonight's U.S. presidential debate, where our country's democracy is literally crumbling in front of our eyes.
Yes.
Though we probably should be watching tonight's debate between Biden and Trump duke it out on national television, Ben's nerves could not handle it, so we decided to have a little Madonna chat during the time slot instead, and watch the debate highlights after the fact.
That's right, gentlemen. I'll remind you that you each have 2 minutes to expound upon your particular point, and you will allow your opponent to make his particular viewpoint known, and at which point you will have 30 seconds to rebuttal.
To
Else
quote
your
Lady
microphone gets
Madonna,
cut.
Exactly.
that's all I have to say. Just like Madonna.
Yeah, I had unintentionally scheduled this live to happen at this time, and then Ben mentioned to me, he's like, "Oh, we're doing this during the debate?" And I was like, "Oh crap!" But we decided to keep on going. We're not even going to check and see how many people are watching because I'm sure everyone's watching the debate, but it's okay. You'll be able to watch this after the fact, and hopefully
I,
we still have a country.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of us are just sort of, I don't know if over all of it is the right word, but we're burnt. We're all burnt out. And I couldn't,
Already.
yeah, I couldn't,
Oh,
I
we're
just,
under it.
yeah. And I won't talk much about how I'm feeling about the whole situation, but I'll just say that I would watch the highlights, but to watch the entire thing, I don't have the patience, the
Yeah.
wherewithal.
Well, I don't have the time to go out and get blood pressure medicine tonight. I mean, it's just seriously. Yeah.
It's not
Um,
good for us.
No,
yeah.
no.
I mean, we could all pop an Austin gummy and we'll be fine.
Yes.
Oh, then you're buying cheap t-shirts in the parking lot that like bleed onto your other clothes in a cold wash. Don't
Yeah.
even get it started.
Hey, don't knock those parking lot t-shirts. We love a good parking lot t-shirt.
That's right.
Okay, okay, fine.
You too. I hope everyone is keeping as cool as possible because um, the climate change that's one of the tonight's debaters is going to deny is happening in real life has been wreaking havoc all over the country. I know it's been burning up in Philadelphia, and I've seen record temperatures happening in Texas. So, Liberty, thank you for joining us from your bunker
Yes.
underground.
I wish. I'm actually in the second floor. Listen, it's already hot for me just in general as a woman of a certain age, if you will. Um, I experience warmer than normal temperatures just being alive. And yeah, it's right about 100 all day long.
Mm-hmm. You're
But
burning up, burning
Mhm.
up.
I actually went out in jeans today. I don't know what I was thinking this morning. Yeah, I look so cute. And it's because this new size fit me and I was very excited about it.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's fun.
so yeah, no, quickly reverted to shorts
Yeah.
because I had a fever, if you know what I mean.
Well, we're gonna get to the big topic a little later on in the episode, but there is plenty of goings on in the Madonnaverse.
Oh, yes. She's a stewing and a brewing. What's she got cooking?
Oh no,
Oh,
That was your
that's right.
cue.
that was your cue, Liberty.
Yeah, sorry, I should have written that down. It's so hot here. I have
Her brain melted.
it's 'cause Madonna took me there.
There we go. That's right.
Uh,
Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little This Week in Ciccone. So our first item on the docket is, according to Pollstar's mid-year report, Madonna scores the highest grossing tour of 2024 so far, with average ticket prices of $208. And I was like, what average ticket price are you looking at? Because my ticket was certainly not that cheap. The pop icon had an average gross of 2,794,000 with 13,378 average tickets sold, making for a total of 856 plus thousand in ticket sales across 34 reported shows out of 65 dates. Obviously, they were only looking at the dates from this year, not in total. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was a no-brainer that Madonna was sort of the top grossing, mostly because her tickets are so expensive.
right. Well, and
Yeah.
yeah, with that average price point, that seems crazy. I guess I just paid all of the higher prices, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm
And
trying to
I don't know if I was surprised, but not because I didn't think that she would. I just thought that other artists would have.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, so I think according to the article, I don't know if they mentioned it in the article, if it's just something else that somebody else had mentioned. I don't believe Taylor Swift has reported her earnings for this year as of
I
yet.
think that was Billboard said they haven't her tour is not going to report sales figures until the very end.
That's like after like October or something, right? She still has
Oh, I
shows.
thought it was in
December.
2026.
Oh, is it that? No, I think
No,
it's
No, I think she said she
I
was ending in December.
yeah.
I was being snide because I'm
Oh,
just like it's like the Cher tour. It's like, is it over? How many times is she gonna go back out? Like, don't come
listen,
for us, Swifties.
Taylor
They're not listening
knows
to this show.
she could go on and on every neck
Oh,
all the eras for the rest of eternity, and she would still be pulling the numbers. So good for
Yeah.
her. Although Chappell Roan is probably gonna
So
oh,
I was
unseat
gonna
her.
mention that. So my God bless my goddaughter. She's a lovely woman, young woman, and she had wished me happy birthday. God bless her. And I asked her, I said, so uh, what are you listening to these days? Because I'm always interested to know, like, what are the young kids listening to? And I was like, what are you listening to? Is it still Taylor Swift? No, I'm listening to Chappell Roan. And I was like, I have no idea who that is. So after I got off the phone with her, I queue up Chappell Roan, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of on board with this. And I messaged both of you, and I said, y'all have to listen to Chappell Roan because I think she'd be inspiring or something different and interesting. Ben had already been on board. He was like, yeah, I'm down with it. Liberty, she was getting inspired. And so, yeah, I wondered if that was sort of like a turning point on Taylor, if where it's like suddenly now, because obviously everyone, they have to hit a peak and then it goes downhill because somebody new, or it's like they've sort of just worn out their welcome. So I wonder if maybe that's why Taylor's calling it quits now. It's like quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Chappell's just got a different vibe, but I mean, I listen to her all day today, and the talent is, I mean, I have to say, like, I like her better than like Billie Eilish or, as far as
Mm,
talent. I mean, it's a little different, but there's like, I guess what, two records Chappell has,
yeah.
or,
Yeah, she's
um,
relatively new. I mean,
yeah,
she's
second record is much more my like speed. First one is a little bit slower, so I
mhm.
was really loving this Pink Pony Club.
But you can sort of see a lot of pop references in what Chappell Roan is doing because she sort of covers the gamut of everything. Like I heard there's definitely influences of Madonna, even if it's not overt. I mean, I think Madonna sort of is in all of the current pop world, with what's happening with Charlie XCX, and I think with what's happening in Tove Lo. And I'm sorry, it's not Tove Lo. It's like Tove Lo or something.
Chovela.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just say Tove Lo. But like all of those, I think there's sort of like they're like the electro side of it, and I think Chappell Roan is sort of a little bit more like Kate Bush slash Billie Eilish
There's an
ish.
alt, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
see, I think it's straight up pop music, but
it
she's a pop
is.
girly who like could compete on RuPaul's Drag Race, right? So it's edgy in the way that Gaga was fashion edgy, but Gaga came out before Drag Race. Cause like, yeah, and it's so influenced by all that. Like some of some of her designers design for famous drag queens and like the makeup and
Mm-hmm.
everything. You're like, oh, you could be like Gottmik on RuPaul. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, oh, okay. And that's the big pivot from Taylor, right? Like Taylor was very much that millennial, like folk pop thing that was popular, and she's sort of just like
Well,
Madonna and Beyonce did. Yeah, they grew, and it's time for the turn the corner of the culture. Yeah.
I would
Mm-hmm.
say Taylor has a huge, like a large age appeal. So
Yeah.
she can
Yeah.
appeal to 50-year-old ladies and also teens and little girls, or boys or whoever, wants to listen to Taylor. I would say Chapel is a little bit more niche, a little bit more artsy. I find her work highly referential, especially of,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the drag queen world and a little bit Madonna. There's something there that's granular. And and when I look at, let's say, for example, the two moment people right now would be like Chappell Roan and Sabrina Carpenter, even though,
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina and her sort of are two different. But if you're more artsy, you're definitely going to lean Chappell. Whereas if you're more poppy, you're going to lean um, more Sabrina.
Yeah.
Uh, and I like both. I'm
Hmm.
kind of
There's some time and place for all of them. Well, and
sure.
FYI for everyone, don't come for us in the comments right now. I know you're gonna be like, "This is a Madonna podcast. Why are they sitting there
Nobody
talking
said a
about
word.
Chappell Roan?" It's like, well, this is what happens when Madonna doesn't release new music. We don't. We have to go and listen to Spotify artists that we normally wouldn't listen to because Madonna hasn't been dishing us out anything. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. And again, all of these people are all they all are influenced and doing what they can do because of Madonna. So at the end of
Mhm.
the day, when we talk about new artists, it doesn't necessarily negate whatever Madonna is or who Madonna has become. She is part of who they and who these young people end up becoming or
Oh, or
referring.
or aspired to be. I mean,
Correct.
they should be praying that they have a modicum of the success that Madonna has. I don't know if pop artists today could even hope to have anywhere close to half the longevity that someone like Madonna has. The
Yeah.
the superstardom of that, just I don't think that exists as an ability anymore. Like that's why you're constantly seeing stars like all of a sudden they're on The Voice, hosting The Voice. They're hosting a daytime talk show. They're because the music industry doesn't support them. I mean, that awful news I just heard yesterday that all of
Oh, the
MTV
MTV
News,
News
the MTV
archive.
News
That's
archives have been
horrible.
completely wiped from the MTV website. And I was like, it's like 20 years of MTV News archived footage just gone. Now it still exists somewhere on like the hidden internet, but
Uh,
like,
uh, there's the labels and the publishers, both the book publishers and the music labels and the movie studios are actually all suing the Wayback Machine and the Internet Archive to try to get all of those index pages removed permanently. You know why? Because they want to be able to train the AI on that stuff and not have to pay for it.
mhm.
Like it's such a hot mess right now.
Well, but I mean, but what angers me is that it's like that's historical documents. Like MTV News was doing music stories and interviews and
Yeah.
deep dives on all things popular culture for so long that other news outlets were not doing. And to like remove that, it's I mean, it's literally like it's like suppressing information that
Yeah.
we should have access to. It's just wrong. It's not right. I don't like.
Well, and nothing has taken its place, right? Like in the place of things like their news division, like that, all you and even the old tabloid shows. I mean, think about how you used to get your access to Madonna on Entertainment Tonight
Right.
and right and MTV News. And as those things disappear, all that's replaced it for future audiences and future artists is TMZ. Like,
Right. Well,
it
from a national perspective, I mean, I think the reason why they've been so easily replaced is because publicists and PR firms and marketing agencies think of, oh, well, as with Madonna, why bother trying to pitch a story to Entertainment Tonight when we've got our own platform with however many millions of followers we have? We'll just put it out on a reel and
but
and, and get
right,
traction that way.
but that's short-sighted because they don't own anything they put on all that social media stuff. Even the famous people, if they read their terms of service, they don't own that content.
Yeah. Well,
So
and they're not doing the content in the way that those news outlets used to. Like
absolutely,
MTV
yeah.
News gave us how many behind the scenes looks at Madonna, with the bedtime story video, we got so much programming out of it. It was thoughtful, it was curated, it was scripted. There was interviews attached to it. There was behind the scene moments. Like were it not for MTV News, we would have never gotten those beautiful moments while she was making the Ray of Light album. We would have never gotten that Take a Bow video special where Kurt Loder was sitting down with her and just talking to her while they were in Spain. Like there were so many great things about what MTV News did that you're
The
right
compact.
have not been replaced. I mean, again, I'll say I've said it before. I will say it till to the last time this podcast airs an episode. But like that's the beauty of what I feel like we should be doing. Like Madonna's team should hire us, and we will do all those specials for her. And like I mean, she won't talk to us, but well, Madonna, as she's parading by, care to comment, Madonna? Like.
That's it, folks. That was
Yeah.
Madonna.
Live from Austin, Texas. Here we are, MLVC. Madonna had nothing to say to us tonight, but that's okay. We'll be back again tomorrow. Like.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Oh,
I don't even.
Go ahead, Liberty.
I was just gonna say I don't even pretend to understand like the impact, what that could mean in the future as far as, like obviously MTV isn't what it was for anyway, but
R.I.P. MTV.
yeah,
I saw somebody had posted something about like MTV celebrating 40 years. It's like a 40th anniversary or 45th anniversary of playing 19 years of music. Like I was like, well, yeah, it's like it ain't what the old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. But it's because of money.
And then
we all know that.
Yeah,
it's
they're
a
trying
money
to
thing.
save money because it is expensive to keep all that video footage up on the servers and keep them running. And yeah.
Anyway, well, speaking of Celebration Tour, so I wanted to have a couple moments. So Celebration Tour until last night had been the most recent concert I have seen. However, last night I went and saw Janet Jackson's Together Again tour in Philadelphia, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between the two. And I'm not trying to contrast like Madonna to Janet, but I don't know if either of you have seen any concerts since you've seen, I think at Liberty you have, but Ben, I don't know if you have, since you've seen Madonna's
Not like
tour.
that kind of concert, no.
But I just from like production value alone, I was a little shocked at how spoiled Madonna has made us. Now, I love Janet Jackson, and I've seen Janet Jackson many, many times. I saw Rhythm Nation. I saw Janet multiple times. I saw Velvet Rope Tour. I've seen the State of the World. I've seen, you know, like I went and saw her in the Central Park annual, what is it? What's that festival? I'm blanking. It's the uh Global Citizens Festival. Thank you, Brain, for working. It's been a long week at work, let me tell you. I'm surprised I have anything left at this point. uh Anyway, point is, I've seen Janet Jackson multiple times. I love Janet. I always have been a supporter of Janet, but it was just so fascinating to me just walking in the venue to about to head down to the floor seats. And I was like, oh my God, where is the stage? Like the stage was so tiny, so small. It was basically the size of Madonna's cake stage where she did Nothing Really Matters. That was sort of Janet's entire stage. Um, the number of dancers, she only had four little backup dancers. She did have a live band, which I thought was fascinating. You could see them on the stage, and she gave them attention. Um, and very much like what Madonna was doing with Celebration, Janet, who has not had an album in like 8 years at this point, and although has said that new music is coming, we still haven't seen it. This is the second tour in as many years that Janet's just doing quote unquote greatest hits, even though she's not technically calling it a greatest hits tour. But, you know, for the last 8 years, all she's been touring has been her old music. So very similar to that in Celebration. But I thought, to me, one of the most stark contrasts between what Madonna does and what Janet does, because they're both entertaining. I mean, I walked out of Janet's show last night, was like, I loved it, it's amazing. But the I felt like it was sort of like Madonna's concert is so artful that there's intention and there's a story and there's meaning in certain things. And again, maybe not every number, you know, like Madonna singing Holiday, or actually that's a bad example because there was story behind Holiday. Maybe like, I don't know. I can't, but you know what I mean? Like Janet's just, it was a bit more surface. It
Mhm.
was about fun and just singing the song. And as Janet has been doing for, I think, the last 10 years, it was just a lot of medleys. Like she'd
Mm.
do maybe a minute of a song and then we'd move on. Now, was the audience having a blast? Absolutely. What did you hear crowds cheering every time she would sing a minute of a song and then all of a sudden the next song would start? Hell yes, you would. Were people screaming out the lyrics? Yes, indeed. And was I? Yes, I was. I was jumping up and down, and it was a fantastic time. But it was just interesting to me how like the concert ticket prices were not Madonna prices. Like
No.
I think I paid $300 for my floor seat to go see Janet Jackson, and I thought that was cheap.
Well, yeah, and it recently it was in this like Ticketmaster does these every once in a while, like buy these $25 today, oh, only. And Janet's was on there,
Yeah,
and I considered like, oh, maybe I should go. I just didn't. I didn't just pull the trigger
she's
on that.
going
But
to
Yeah,
Austin. I think
yeah.
she's
she'll be
going.
there.
Yeah,
Liberty, that's what I was waiting on. So Janet was here Saturday, and we were waiting until day of, thinking that they were going to be and the tickets never, even though there were like 300 available seats at regular price and about 300 resale tickets at the beginning of Saturday. The resale tickets, people started dropping the prices and they started disappearing, but the regular seats never went to that discount.
interesting.
There's another artist that I was gonna go see, same situation. I thought, oh, it was hard. I thought, oh, for sure, day of they'll drop it to 50, whatever the most expensive seats or whatever they'll drop them by 50%. The only artist that I've seen so far, like this year, do that has been Madonna, that's happened. So, at Stevie, I also didn't have,
Oh, right. You saw Stevie Nicks. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't end up seeing Heart for that reason. I was like, "Ah,
Hmm.
I don't wanna spend that much money right now,"
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I
And that was one thing that I decided I checked because once the show was like full blown going, I turned around because I was like, let me see how many people are actually in this auditorium because there were hundreds of
Mm.
available tickets available for Janet mere days before the show. And I was like, how are they going to fill these? All of them were filled. I mean,
yeah.
there were a couple sections once the stage started, like that maybe during Madonna's show they would have like opened up and made them available. Those were not for Janet last night in the same
Was it
venue.
an indoor venue or an
And so
outdoor?
thankfully indoor. Jeez.
Oh, see, ours was outdoor, and I think that's maybe why they didn't drop. It also was 99 degrees at the
Yeah.
start time of the show, so partly I'm glad we didn't go.
Mhm.
But back to what you were saying, I think the difference is Janet's concert is entertainment and Madonna's is engagement.
Mhm.
If we're being honest, like it's very entertaining, but it's also engaging in a way that you have to, as an audience member and a fan, both separately and together, you have to engage with it, but in a way that is more complicated and not as easy as
Totally.
a Janet show, which is just like boom, 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 and
Yeah.
Madonna, like it's not that same energy. So
Yeah, well, and then
that's
I mean, look at, I mean, Janet, she's still trotting out some of that same old choreography from, like she still does the If choreography, and she was
I'm mad
like
at
doing
it.
Rhythm Nation and Miss You Much, and like it's the same choreography. So it's not just like the same song; it's like the same everything. Which again, it works for her. It's her brand. But she is definitely a much more like audience friendly act over Madonna. Like she started on time. I think it was like 9:05. Janet came on. Like Nelly warmed up the crowd, which also, by the way, I thought I knew Nelly. I do not. Like there were people were, I mean, the only thing I was just waiting for him to take his shirt off. I was like, are we at least at least when I was like hot in here, I was like, oh, he's going to take it off. No, no. I mean, he was fun. He performed for maybe a half an hour. The audience was into it. Like, into it. I'm like, they know every single word for every single song. I was like, I don't know any of these. Like, and well, the thing that cracked me up the most, I had to laugh. So he has like 4 backup dancers, these women. So there's like 2 sofas that they have on stage, and the girls at the beginning, it's supposed to be like the Hot in Here Club, or so I forget what it's like, Club Sleazy or Dirty. I think it's Club Dirty or something. What I forget what they call it. But so the girls come out like they're wearing their jackets, like they're coming to work, and they have bags with them, and so they like plop all their stuff on the sofas, and they go back and forth like doing quick changes from the stuff on the sofas. It was very, very funny. I was like, are they just changing on the sofas?
That's what we
Wow.
call low budget. Okay.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
get it's
they were going for a
creative, but
vibe, yeah, but it
Wait,
was
did he do his song that he did with Kelly Rowland?
no,
Dilemma?
no,
Oh,
no,
really?
no,
That's the
no.
only song by
It was all
that one
like
and the one he did with Christina Aguilera. What was that one called? I like that song.
no, none of
They had a song.
there was no like divas playing while it was all like just straight up
Well,
Nelly. But so Nelly goes away at like 8:45. They ready the stage, and literally like 9:05, Janet comes out. The air conditioning was on. No one was passing out from the
wow.
heat. I actually, for a moment, I was like, "Oh, should I have brought a jacket?" Like, I was like, "I'm not." I was prepared to sweat in Janet, and I was like, "Oh, I actually could feel." And so I was talking to the couple next to me, and because they had never seen Janet, nor had they never seen Madonna, and I was like, "Oh,
Wow.
hold up." I'm like, y'all didn't go and see Celebration Tour? No. Should we have? Yeah. And I'm like, well, now it's too late. Like you missed your chance. Like you should have gone. It was the tour for you. Well, I was rebuking them. I'm like, shame on you. But yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out that he probably didn't take his shirt off because Nelly is also turning 50 this year. And when you turn 50, you just don't want to take your shirt off in public anymore. Thank you. You're
Oh,
welcome for that
Benjamin,
public
does that
service
mean we're
announcement.
no longer going to see bathtub titty photos from you?
Oh, probably not, kids. It's
wait a
that
Oh,
era
minute.
is
oh.
over.
If we had special effects during the live episodes, we'd be playing a sad organ music right now, and Liberty would be
Yeah.
wearing a veil.
Yeah.
Oh, Father, Lord in heaven. But wait a minute. Do you guys know how old is Nick Lachey, the host of Perfect Match? And
He's like a couple years younger than,
okay.
wait, because he's from Cincinnati and he went to high school with Carmen Electra, who is also my age.
Oh my God, where have we
Hold
gone?
up, hold up.
This is not
Oh,
happening.
Nick is a few months older than me. He's about to turn
And
51.
he took his shirt off on Perfect Match. So
Okay, it's called Ozempic, Liberty, which I'm not going to be on. No offense to anybody who is. Y'all do what you want, but I ain't doing it.
You don't need it.
Yeah, you
Ugh.
don't.
So
You're
listen, you're sexy, you're the moment, you're hot. Own it.
Mm-mm.
At 50,
Mm-mm.
look, if Madonna can do what Madonna can do,
Oh,
we want to
her
see your
body at
body.
50 was stupid.
Yeah.
Sticky and sweet Madonna body is like the
athletic as
best.
F. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It always annoyed me when that was the era when like Riz Hilton and all those people would like put those pictures of her. You know who I'm talking about. I
Yeah,
refuse
yeah,
to speak
yeah,
its
yeah, yeah, yeah.
name.
Hmm.
And like had, all the blogs, then they would do like the worst paparazzi photos where like her arms would be all like bleh, and her
Those
face.
were also photoshopped. They photoshopped those.
Oh,
Those are
totally.
photoshopped. I mean, it's
But like
poorly
then
photoshopped.
you watch the concert film and you're like, oh damn, I
Hmm.
want those thighs.
Hmm. Oh, I mean, that's last thing on Janet. 58 years old,
Oh, and can still
singing and
do
dancing for
that.
2 hours. And I was like, God bless her. Like, God
Yeah.
bless these pop stars these artists who are like over the age of 50. I mean, just me standing and watching the show, I was like, I got home, I'm like, ooh, all right. Took me a little
Yeah,
bit to
your feet
wind
were
down.
barking
And
just like
yes,
mine were.
amen. Amen. Thank
Yeah.
God I had some new shoes. I don't,
Not to mention like the mental stress that you're under while you're performing and all of the thinking you have to
Yes.
do. And I mean, yes, a lot of it is body sort of memory, right? Physical memory. But at the same time, like they have to think about all of those people that work for them and all of the functions of the stage. And a couple of the photos that you shared, I'm just going to reference, but there were some little referential like things, right? This
she
circle
had a
there.
circle that hovered above, like very nothing really matters. And yeah,
Hmm.
there was when the show opens, there was this very like sort of like pirouetted curtain that came down. It was very sooner or later Blonde Ambition moment, where Madonna's on the piano and
Oh.
it's like the curtain comes down. Like there was I mean, I'm sure Janet's not intentionally nodding to those Madonna moments.
No, not
Who
necessarily,
well,
but
whose tour did they all borrow that ring of light? Was that Post Malone that did that, or was it Harry
yeah, I don't
Styles that
know.
had the big ring of lights that moved around the stage? I think it was Post Malone.
I mean,
I
she saw both of those, I think. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about Harry. I don't know if she was at well, that I know of at a Harry Styles show, but for sure she was at Post Malone. She saw a whole bunch of stuff when she was working on Celebration Tour stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
Celebration Tour.
I'll celebrate. Well, I don't think we talked about this last time because I don't know if they were out, but those things that got released, the footage where you can hear her inner ear of the people like
Oh
talking to like
yeah.
and
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, crazy, crazy 4, and then Madonna sings, and he's like,
oh, I
and
haven't heard that.
oh,
It was
it's so
all over Twitter.
all over the internet,
Oh,
and they're wonderful. I mean, she's been doing it for years. People were sort of commenting about how like I can't believe that she has somebody cueing her for
that's
lyrics.
so dumb because all of that was for Taylor. That was all out on TikTok for like in
Yeah.
January or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm
And
surprised
Liberty,
it wasn't
exactly
on.
like what you're saying, where it's like they are the circus ringleader. So not only are they having to do dance steps, interact with the dancers, make sure that they're going to the right place on the stage so that the platform doesn't crush them or whatnot. But it's like, and then they have to sing. And I'm like, you know what? If I was on stage and there was that much going on, people in the audience, lights in my face, blah, 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 I would want a cue just to help me keep on track. Like it's
Right.
fine. We do show notes so that we can keep, we have a little outline so to sort of keep us on track about what we want to talk about when we're on a podcast. If we're doing a 2 hour show, yeah, I want somebody in my ear to remind me it's burning up next.
Yes,
Right.
everybody in the audience, just know that we do have cues that Stefan plans and that
That I missed.
certain people are supposed to sing and then other people are supposed to make some country comment when he makes those cues. And sometimes we just ignore them or forget them because we're old.
Yeah.
You're
Coming
welcome.
Yeah.
coming soon to
If there's ever an uncomfortable silence, it's because they're purposefully not doing a cue that I've asked them to do.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, we should own that sometimes we're just like, no.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna do this little gig and this little gag and blah blah blah. And Liberty and Ben are like, sure. And then
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
Yeah,
and now we're going
sure.
live. And I'm like, and cue. And then they're like,
Mhm.
if you just see them sitting there giving a sourpuss face, that's what they're doing. They're silently protesting my
We're not
planned
sour
joke.
pussing. You be quiet.
Listen, I will never not do what Stefan tells me to do. If Stefan says jump, I say how high
Oh,
immediately.
Are the stakes?
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
hey,
Then
Liberty. I mean, that did get us into the sound factory pit at celebrations. I told her, I'm like, this is what you're gonna have to do tonight, and she did it. And then look what
Yep.
happened.
No, I'm telling you, Stefan has not led me astray. So I just,
It's
yes,
about to go
sir.
astray.
Yes, sir, Miss.
Your inhibition's gone away. I know. I
Okay.
know.
You guys are too good tonight. I'm actually on, I think my brain cells have been fried with all this heat, but
Oh, well, speaking of Madonna, because why, that's why we're here.
oh yeah, this
Right.
is a Madonna
Come on,
podcast.
Madonna.
Cue the cue, kids.
Yeah, here comes the cue. You ready? Yeah, now you're learning our trade. This is our little secret. June is Pride Month, and well, you know what that means. Madonna will be posting photos or making an appearance of some kind wearing a captain's hat. I actually tonight I'm wearing my Madonna World Pride t-shirt from New York, where she's wearing her because you're the one I crave little
Her
captain's
crave
hat.
hat.
Yeah, and other than her appearance in captain's hats, which I thought is so funny. Every time she posts a picture of her wearing a captain's hat, I realize how much she loves wearing a captain's hat. Like, and if you just type in Google, like Madonna captain's hat, there's like
It
captain's hats
goes
like all over her.
all the way back to the first era.
Yeah, it's great. Like she's been wearing them. Like if people are like, I mean, because I do, sometimes I'll call her out, like I'll message the two of these and I'll be like, oh, here she is wearing this captain's hat again.
I
And
love them.
it's funny that she's like, it's been such a staple of hers throughout her entire career. But the big
Because
news. Oh, yeah.
she navigates, she's like, though she's, starboard port, she is the North Star,
Ahoy!
Yeah.
captain of
Well,
the
I
gays.
also, this needs to be a story she tells in the memoir that she writes, since Mary
Right.
Gabriel and the other books have never revealed what is the affinity for this hat, that it's remained an accessory all along. Like, is there some childhood connection? Was it the same hat for many years and now she has like 50 of them? I mean, obviously the one in the new Instagram photos is not the one from those Virgin era ones that you were doing side by side, but that's one of those things. It's like a teen cue as an artist. I want to know the story behind that.
Oh, okay. So before we talk about Ladyland, let's talk about the Instagram photos. So, of course, as we know, Queen of Tease loves to tease things. Madonna's got a secret. And she's like posting all these like beautifully coiffed photos. I think there was the first set was her with like sort of like the short, sort of bobbed look where she's staring in the mirror. She loves to look in her bathroom mirror. And she looked gorgeous. And then the second set of photos, her hair was much longer and down. She had that smoky eye, which I was like, yes, Madonna, please. I'm like, just give me Madonna and a smoky eye. I was like, this is bedtime story. This is goth Donna. This is early Madonna 80s look. Like I love it. And she looked beautiful and gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
And then we got the third set of Instagram photos, which was her wearing the captain's hat and sort of her croc. I can't. Can you do that with your lip? I can't even. Yeah, you can do it. I can't do it. Can you do it, Ben? Where you like sort of like, oh, you can do it too. Liberty, are you able to?
I call it the justify my love snarl.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I wish I could. I don't have much lip to do it. So, all right. So, question: you Liberty? You're able to do that with your lip. It's sort of like the Elvis thing. And Ben, you can do it. Are you both able to? I'm going to test genetics here. Are you both able to roll your tongue? Yes. Okay. So I wonder if the same gene that allows you must be popular in the boys' room, Ben. So I wonder.
Sure was.
You tie those cherry stems in a knot with the.
Can you do that?
10 seconds.
I couldn't do that.
I
practiced.
I could.
Yes,
I can
never
tie two balls together that way.
Oh, all right. Calm down. But Now, question: are you able to do that with your lips, and you're able to do that with your tongue? Are you able to crock an eyebrow? Oh, Liberty can, Ben can. Okay, so
Oh, I can do the other one too.
oh, I could sort of do it. I can't do it as well. Anyway, wow, we have
Please
hit.
don't freeze. Please don't freeze.
This is what happens
Right.
when we
Listen, this is how you know I don't do Botox.
Botox.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, but
Sorry.
speaking of the hats, this is a total tangent, but somebody just brought it up in the chat, so we have to acknowledge it.
Yes,
Is
please.
the fact that she's had the same bathroom for a bazillion years. And then that started making me think the other day, I was like, gosh, she really likes to do stuff in her bathroom. And literally yesterday, somebody posted footage on Twitter from, was it the LA premiere of Truth or Dare? Which one had the Dolce & Gabbana rainbowy corset with the short black hair? That was LA, right?
Yes.
And then full on straight Goth Donna was
Goth Donna was New York. Yeah.
So glamour Goth Donna was LA. She literally was talking about in the interview with Kurt Loder with Nikki and Donna.
Yes,
about
I
how
am a tramp.
No, yeah, but later in the interview, they were talking about how they had just come from a private party in Madonna's bathroom in 1991.
Hey, she knows that there's no microphones or cameras, like she's got that all.
I guess.
I mean,
good,
it's most
it's
private
good lighting, Plus,
It
come
is
on.
good lighting.
How many times have you been in an apartment party or a house party and you're either in the kitchen or the bathroom? I'm
At
always
those
in the
parties,
kitchen or
you
the
only go to
bathroom
the bathroom to make out with somebody.
or the hallway.
I thought it was just for like the drugs.
I'm never in the living room. It's always like
Liberty, that's a good
kitchen,
point.
bathroom, hallway in front of the bathroom.
I feel like the balcony has become
Because
the
that's
place
where
for
the
that
best
kind of-
conversations happen. Like all the cool people are, it's just, I don't know. I love a good bathroom selfie. I mean, I don't take them because my bathroom is not as luxurious as Madonna's, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that hotel.
A consistent decor. I mean, it's pretty much been the
Yeah.
same bathroom for a while
well, she's
now.
had that compound. Well,
Since
she's
Instagram's debut.
So she's had her Upper West Side apartment for decades, like since like the 90s, and she's had her Upper East Side townhouse now for 15 years, maybe, I think.
Yeah, at least.
So it's been a while. Yeah. So exactly, I mean, she's not selling either of those anytime soon.
Oh my God, that's retirement money.
Yeah, that
Sheesh.
house. She's not selling. It's those two. It's just not. She's not doing it. And then she's got the Hamptons house. So I mean, I'm sure we've probably had stuff from the Hamptons bathroom as well. But
I wonder if all the bathrooms she's had them designed to look exactly the same in each house.
Again, if her team would hire us, these are the hard-hitting news stories we would be doing for everyone. Like,
I mean, people want to know.
Intimate
That's
looks
the Ladyland to me.
Yeah, intimate looks at Madonna's bidet. Like, these are the things we want to know.
Yeah.
How hard does it spray? Yes, I went there.
Yes. So after these teased posts, we got the confirmation earlier today of the much rumored and I think poorly well-known secret that Madonna will be making an appearance at Ladyland on June 29th in Brooklyn under the Brooklyn Bridge. She'll be joining her friends Bob the Drag Queen, Arca, Tokisha, Julia Fox, and a DJ who I believe is her daughter, i.e. Queen Esther.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, the only confirmed appearance that we know of for her participation will be as a Vogue ballroom judge, which I believe, according to the Ladyland schedule, is happening at midnight. So if you're on Madonna time, be prepared for 1 a.m. If you're lucky. But who knows? Do we think that, and of course, as Stefan's brain always does, do we think we'll get Madonna a performance? No. Ben shaking his head no.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm saying no as well, but of course, there's that
we would have gotten a story footage of her knee brace at this point if it was happening. Like, yeah, no. There would have been a picture of banged up shoes or a knee brace or a bruised elbow because she likes to show her war injuries.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, so I
Well,
mean, again, here's my like I'm praying. I'm like, oh, Madonna's gonna make an appearance at Pride. Tonight's Thursday night. At midnight, she's gonna drop a new single and a new video, which will match the photo shoots that she's already put out. And we'll have this new song to dance to at Pride, and then she'll perform it live with Bob the
Liberty,
Drag
he's been
Queen,
in that
Julia
bathroom you were
Fox.
talking about.
gonna say, did you get another Austin gummy? Um, I mean, I total like that's actually how it should go. I mean,
Correct.
let's be frank.
Correct.
Like that's how it should go. And we're
The
it,
the Madonna Sickic track drops at midnight tonight. We get a
yeah,
video with her with smoky eyes and beautiful hair and that
And
gorgeous
Esther
outfit.
plays it Saturday night.
yeah.
Yes.
And it wouldn't even be, I mean, of course, in our mind, I'm thinking, like, well, come on, like, what's she been doing since May 4th? She's had plenty of time to like, tighten all those screws and then, but I don't know. I mean, we did get a surprise. Where was that? In 21, where she was, the blue hair and she's in the middle of
Oh, that was that Ricardo No Fear art installment that they did in Times Square. And yes, and again, she had
with a performance.
all those wonderful. She did, right? Yes, she performed at the Standard, the rooftop at the Standard, the Boom Boom Room, and no new song. But of course, when I saw Ricardo's installation, I was like, Ricardo, where's the new song? You're giving us these three looks, these three characters, and no music. Like what the hell, you know?
Yeah,
But
I would love that, Stefan. In your dreams to
no,
the
but
heavens
I
and
am
yours.
I'm low expectations. I just believe she's just going to show up, sit in a chair, hold up a number, chop or 10
She's
or
there to hang out with her pals and support Esther.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
And show some love for the gays.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that she's still putting on an appearance. She's going to put on an appearance, and
I
it'll be
personally hope
talked
she's
about.
wearing the captain's hat.
I do, yes, so do I. Well, that's the thing. I'm like, what look is she going to do? Is she going to look like Madonna, like this, like Captain's Hat Madonna with blonde hair, or is she going to go like completely off kilter and like show up like be wigged Madonna with like a new wig, a new look or something? Because she's been sort of doing that a lot lately, in her Pride appearances. So
And
I
she's showing up with
loved
Julia Fox, so
I loved the Veronica Lake sort of wavy long like with the side part. God, that was
mm.
incredible. I mean, already when she had her roots done and we were all like whiplash, like, oh,
Well,
hello.
I'm telling you. So the fact that she did her roots, I was like, she's doing something.
Yeah.
Something. I'm like, she's not just. Otherwise, why would she do them? Like there's if she's not doing her hair, she's doing her hair for something. I don't know what. I don't know. Is it just these little Instagram photos? I'm like, I like to believe that there's more. Although I've been saying she's been doing more for years now, and we haven't gotten anything. And I'm like, Madonna, if you're doing this to just to drag my hopes through the mud, fine. But I'm like, please release new music sometime before,
well,
I mean, she's
it's
gonna outlive
also
me, I'm sure.
but it's also the Instagramification of that engagement, right? Like it
Yeah.
used to be the photo shoots went in W or they were in Vanity Fair, and nobody does that anymore. And those publications, even though they should, because fans would go and buy it all up, like they're not interested in that either if you're not like some TikTok thing. So what's the avenue for that creative expression? Because she still likes that relationship with the camera
Yeah.
and doing that sort of thing. I mean, that first batch of pictures with the pinned up hair was
Mm.
just, you were like, oh, wow, that's like 1994,
Yeah.
but in 2024, right?
Hmm.
It's like you could almost see that character coming forward and like being like, oh, hey, I'm still here, right? Like
Hmm.
that persona.
From the secret
Yeah.
video, or like
Yeah. Yeah.
or the Madonna from Bettina Rhymes photo shoot that she used in
Yeah.
the Human Nature single, like
With the
Or
that.
those Ellen Van Unworth photos that
Yes.
you referenced.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, Madonna, yes, this is, and
It's
it's
still
beautiful.
there. That's what I liked about it. That spark was still there.
Hmm. I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of like so I was in New York recently and I always like to stop by Casa Magazines if I can, just because it's like such an amazing magazine outlet in New York City, and you're just like surrounded by magazines from all over the world, and it's fantastic. And they had the re-edition magazine that Madonna's recent spread was in, the one that she did with that the Brazilian had that hot Brazilian man, and there was the
Oh
photos
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that Ricardo had taken. So they had the magazine with which had that spread in it, but they didn't have the one with Madonna on the cover because all of the Madonna fans had descended upon Casa Magazine and already bought it up. But I was paging through it nonetheless, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't even need this magazine, but it's so fun to see her in print, not on a phone. Like it
Yeah.
was gorgeous. Like it was just, and what I thought was so fascinating was like she looked so much more real in the magazine. Like you could see, like, I mean, it was a good Photoshop job, but like she looked palpable and
Mhm.
real, and it just like the clarity of it was just phenomenal. And I'm like, this is what I love about magazines, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what we
You know,
miss so much.
we do. And you know, the first thing I did when you were like, new photos in the group text, I went and opened Instagram on a computer with a giant screen because I'm like,
Nice.
this stupid thing is not enough.
Hmm.
Like,
No, it's
uh,
true. It's the same
like
thing. So like
what?
as a photographer, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't know by now, I have another one of my side hustles is photography. I'm quite proud of my work. I've been published a couple times internationally. I've taken some photos of minor celebrities here or there. And my work, I happen to like my work. I think it's quite good. If you like hot men, you should
Mhm.
hop on over and give my Instagram a follow. It's quite good. And but I'm so used to seeing it, my work on a little phone, that when I can see it and I've been published a couple times in a couple magazines, to see it in print, I'm like, oh my God, like, wow, this looks amazing. Or like if I see it on a big screen, it's just so fascinating. Like I would there's that Calvin Klein billboard along East Houston Street in New York City that I love to pass by every time I'm in town because it's just so big and massive, and I just love seeing photography that way. Like it's so fun to see, because I think we're so trained now to see it on tiny little. It just doesn't do it justice when you see it on a phone. You know, like I miss that desperately about magazines, and that's why I love going to like a photography gallery and seeing work. Like that's why I'm so jealous that we didn't get the sex book uh like they didn't tour those photos around. Like they didn't
I
come to where we
that's
Oh yeah.
that was a missed big money opportunity because
like
I
I
know
would have gone to
I
see
would
them. Like just to have like to be able to see that like big like outside of the sex book, it would have been so amazing.
I would drop 500 to go into that. Like, and I would
Really?
not even, I wouldn't even blink. Like,
Wow.
oh,
Well, and
wouldn't
You
see,
even
they
know,
could have
blink.
like they could have bundled it. You know, again, I'm all about bundles because we know that they got to make their money by merch. So you get like a sex T-shirt. You know, maybe you get like a lithograph and your entrance ticket. You know, so like you
yeah.
can go and you see all the prints, different prints, and then if you want to in the gift shop on the way out, you can buy one of those newly redone sex books for $1,000. You know, whatever. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And
yeah,
people will because they just buy, buy,
yeah,
buy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
even
going,
that book, yet seeing it online, it's just not the
no,
same.
Mhm.
it's not.
No.
It's not the same. Going back, I was thinking a little bit about her pictures and how, we instantly were thinking, or we were triggered to think about 93 or 94 bedtime stories look. And I wonder if it's intentional on her behalf, or if she likes that that's our instant, thought process. Because,
Hmm.
given that she's always been such a reinvent and change who I am and not necessarily look back. I wonder about that if
Well,
it's
but how much of her career are we now like seeing come back? Like
well, she's
I I,
always done it, which
I
is why I've always
cannot
thought
believe
that wasn't
how
100% true. You
like
know
I
what I mean?
cannot believe how much fashion from the 90s are back. Like
Oh yeah.
I forget where I was, and I was like, why are they wearing this? And my sister turned to me and she's like, that fashion's back. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like the kids.
Stefan, you clearly have not been in a Gap lately, have you?
No.
It literally looks like the clothes that were on sale at the Gap 30 years ago when we would
Yeah.
have been in college.
They just
Right.
drug out their old stock.
Yeah,
They
the stuff
really
the
did.
dead stock that they didn't sell back in 1993. They're just whipping it back out and trying to.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then
It's
I'm like, wish I could fit in mine. I still have it in
totally. I know
storage,
that's
but
exactly
I
what I thought.
can't
I was
fit
like,
into it.
I was like, well, even if I had held on to some of those clothes from the 90s, I'm like, I wouldn't. Well, actually, that's not true because back in the 90s, I was a pencil thin. I was super skinny and I used to wear everything super oversized. So like maybe now, like the extra large that I was swimming in back in the early 90s, I'd actually be able to fit in today. So who
But that
knows?
was the look.
It-
I mean, that's the style
yeah.
is to have it all the students at school.
Well, and that's what it is
Huge
now. It's all
clothes.
these like huge bell pants and like
Hmm.
oversized clunky shoes and like shirts that are hanging off of you. And I'm getting random texts from a lot of people saying we are doomed. So I assume the debate is not going well.
I'm getting the
Oh
same
Lord.
texts. Yeah. So
I'm just
I have not been looking at my
I'm almost
phone.
afraid to know. I've kind of so enjoyed the fact that we've been in this bubble that I forgot that the debates were happening. And all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. So I'm like, something's happening. And I almost don't want to leave our Madonna bubble to find out what it is.
I know. It's terrifying.
Like, like, how can it be this bad in the world? I don't understand.
and it
Like,
is in the world. It's not just here.
exactly.
It's
It's
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I don't. I don't want. I just want to
I
live in a
wish
happy.
music could still bring the people together, but
I
I just
know.
don't.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a moment and go back to 1994. I'm walking down the street with Madonna wearing a faux fur coat and a smoky eye and a nose ring and some curly hair and a blonde bob and finally I'm
Yeah,
in my
even
happy
nose rings are making
in,
a comeback.
in my happy place.
Ugh.
Okay. That's our I'm gonna go and do deep breaths. Meanwhile, I'm getting more texts of people saying I have no words.
Okay.
Wow.
Hopefully they're
Stop.
not talking about this, right? They're not watching us, right?
No, they are not.
No,
Like, okay.
we only
Sadly.
currently have 34 people watching this.
Oh, well, bless you for watching us. I thank you for joining us. Thank
Oh,
you for
we've
being
got
with
people
us.
watching from Hong Kong and Toronto and several
Oh,
places.
lovely.
So
Are there any
we have some
questions? Can we do
there.
anyone a favor while we're
There
while
were
we're
there
here?
were no questions. We did somebody named Nico is actually going to be at Ladyland
Oh,
Saturday
cool.
Oh,
night
well,
and is
tag us.
looking forward to
Share
it.
some photos of Madonna. Tell her we
Yeah.
said
I said
hi.
take lots of photos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly, her team would have to pay me to show up for that because I'm at midnight at Saturday under the Brooklyn Bridge. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I cannot.
No.
There was no hope at all in this debate. Okay, enough. I'm turning my phone over. I can't look at these texts
Don't look, don't look.
anymore.
Yeah, we can't.
I'm like,
You
stop
just can't
texting me.
do
I don't know.
it.
I'm in a really bad text loop right now.
Yeah, don't
Uh,
do it. Don't do it.
well,
Isn't it like past their bedtime? Like that's the other part of it. Like just, this should have been at 4:40.
it's on for another half an hour. It's like an
Oh
hour and a
my
half. I know.
gosh.
God. Well, everybody, that's our show for today. Coming up in July, just remember we have our Madonna Summer Movie Series returning. We are doing Avita, which is what I'm titling a must-watch episode.
Yes.
I feel like that's going to be an extra long one.
Well, because we're not only going to hit the movie, but we're
gonna
also
talk
going
the
to talk about
soundtrack.
the soundtrack because they are intertwined. You can't talk about Madonna's Evita movie without talking about the music as well because it's
Okay, but are we going to be able to talk about all of it without talking about Patti LuPone?
No, I think people want to hear a little bit about Patti LuPone.
Okay, fine.
Just a little bit. Just
Okay.
we'll talk about how bitter she was.
Okay, that soothes me.
So this
Uh,
might be a two-parter, is what you're saying.
maybe, yeah, maybe we'll break it up. Who
I
knows?
mean, I guess we could. We could
We could.
do we
The
could do
movie
an
and the
episode.
start with the
Yeah.
music and then do the movie.
All
Yeah.
depends on if I hit my cues.
Well, Oh, jeez. You stick around for the outtakes, ladies and gentlemen, and they.
I promise to be rainbow high.
Oh, eyes, hair,
Oh, is that the
mouth.
new Austin gummy?
Yeah, that's it.
I love that strain of gummies.
Yeah.
I'll have a rainbow high, please.
Yeah.
It's high flying adored.
Hmm.
Well, remember, everybody, you can find us on
Um,
Instagram, X, and Threads at MLVC Podcast. Yes, that's right. I've decided to finally stop saying Twitter, where I'm on board with the X now. Thanks, Elon, for stupiding it up. But
There's so much.
yeah, you can donate to the podcast on Venmo at MLVC Podcast, or click that like button on YouTube and donate via Super Thanks. If you have not yet already subscribed to our YouTube channel, tick that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Like I said, Madonna Summer Movie Series returning next month with Evita, and who knows what other surprises are coming down the way. I certainly don't, because I haven't thought ahead that far. We're just winging it, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else.
yeah.
Just like waiting. Oh, actually, well, no, sorry. We will be doing a Pride recap. I think a coworker of mine is actually going to Ladyland. So maybe if
Oh,
they're still alive on Sunday night, we'll have them on the show.
that'll
So
be fun.
yeah, so look out for a post-Pride recap, just for fun. And then, yeah, who knows what's going to happen in July? I mean, it's or the rest of the summer, for that matter. What are we doing after Evita? What's happening after Evita?
Well, then it'll be
The next
August,
best thing.
Next best thing.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is her
Yes.
birthday. No, that's the
And
movie.
yeah, and her birthday episode too. Yeah, our sixth annual.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
if anyone listening knows of anyone who has done a Madonna cover, or if you yourself have done a Madonna cover, drop us a note. Let us know. Otherwise, until next time, everybody, get your captain's hat ready for Pride on Sunday. Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy
Well,
Pride.
happy Pride. Survive the apocalypse.
Oh, God. I don't even want to look. I'm afraid.
Just stop the recording so we can all go
I
cry.
yeah, I don't know. They've changed the interface, so I have to figure out how to